In the last couple episodes of What I'm Thinking, we've talked about market volatility and whether we need to understand that or how we can understand that, and that's still what I'm thinking. Hey, before we jump in on the topic of volatility and what to do about that, I want to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you got this on email, forward it to a friend if you find it valuable. We're trying to expand the reach of What I'm Thinking. And with that, let's jump into, early in August, we had a lot of market-wide volatility. We talked about that a little bit. And then there was an article in the last episode we talked about, it said you have to understand why this is going on. And I talked about why I don't really think that makes sense. And another thing hit my radar. I just want to share it. Hopefully it's not beating a dead horse, but earnings were coming out here in the last few weeks. And last week, as I'm recording this, second quarter earnings came out for one of the big companies in the S&P 500. And here's what it looked like. For sales year over year, so last year at this time versus this year, second quarter, double sales, over 100% gain. For profits, again, same thing, profits, double the gain. For sales, they beat the estimate by over $1 billion, 5% higher actual sales than was estimated for second quarter. For profits, similar thing, over 10% higher actual profits than was estimated, right? I mean, these are, in this world, these are really big numbers. You hear sometimes about a company missed their earnings and they come in just underneath what was predicted to get, and the market and the stock will tank. People say they're not performing very well, right? So this is when you're beating your estimates by 5% in sales, 10% in profits. I mean, these are really big numbers. 100% increase year over year. I mean, this is a great report. What happened in the stock? This report came out a week ago on Wednesday as I'm recording this. And between the closing price on Tuesday and the closing price on Thursday, the stock was down 8%, right? Great earnings reports, blowing the doors off the estimates, and yet the stock goes down almost double digits in 2 days. What gives, right? And that goes back to this idea that we talked about last time. Do you need to understand what goes on? A lot of things, we want to understand everything that's going on in our worlds, but in the stock market, in the short run, and of course, 2 days, 2 months, really even 2 years, in that short run, things aren't always explicable. There aren't always answers, and it doesn't make sense to us. It doesn't feel comfortable, but that's the reality is, oh, this stuff happens, right? And there isn't a reason why a company blows the doors off of its estimates and has huge year-over-year growth, and it ends up that it goes down almost 10% in 2 days. And by the way, the company we're talking about, of course, if you follow this, is Nvidia. They've had, a gigantic run-up, made all kinds of money the last couple of years, but apparently investors thought that they were going to beat estimates by even more than they did. Like, beat estimates, though the estimates are what we expect, and yet somehow investors expected more, so the stock goes down. Again, completely does not make sense, which is the point, right? Trying to figure those things out is not a path to success. Having the philosophy, having a plan that addresses all market conditions, rising interest rates, falling interest rates, all those sort of things that go on, and having a plan and then sticking to that plan, that's the recipe for success. And this is just one more data point to confirm that for me. So that's what I'm thinking about. As always, just interested in knowing what you're thinking about since the earnings came out. Nvidia has continued to decline. Maybe you've got some thoughts on that if you're watching this, or watching that stock, I should say. Really interested in hearing what you guys think about this. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment in the comment box, or if you send me an email directly as well. And as always, thanks for watching.